Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome to day 23 of the What's on Tap Christmas calendar extravaganza.
Yes.
With Stefan and Martin.
Exciting. All right. Pentultimate episode.
Yeah.
And it's my beer today. I know exactly what this beer is, and I am pretty excited to try it because this came out in Systembolaget, and it came out in one of the ill-fated releases where you couldn't buy the beer for some reason, because there's been a couple of times on like a Tuesday or Wednesday when they release beers, and you go to order them, and then you just can't.
Yeah, right.
The system just says, like, no, it gets released at 10, and you're like, well, it's 12 now. It's been 2 hours. Why can't I have this beer yet? And they're like, sorry, 10.
Sometimes it's even, this page cannot be found.
Yeah.
You removed it from the release.
So this was one that came out, that I think we all tried to order several beers from the release, because it was like a sudden death, and it was this brewery, and it was another one. And I went back either later in the day or the next day and tried to order beers. And this was one of the ones I was able to get. And as far as I know, you have not had this, or at least...
As far as I have, no, I haven't. So Sudden Death released another, this is a sour, right?
Yes.
They released another sour, something light,
yeah,
something that I ordered twice. And I think this was the one I wanted to order.
Yeah, it's kind of what I figured, because none of our group had ordered it, and I think I was the only one that got it. And it's called what's it called?
Mystic Blood Crypt.
Yep. And so they've been releasing these sour beers, and this one is another one of these stupid pink writing on dark red background. It's a 5.8% ABV.
So this one, Final Light Beyond, the same colors, same basic, faded, whatever. They might even, I might have ordered this and they just packed the wrong one because they look so similar. So when I only opened it slightly, I laughed to myself. I was thinking, this is going to be the third time I drink Final Light Beyond.
Nope, I was pretty excited about this one.
This is way better.
I said none of us had it, and I think I was the only one that was able to get a can of it. I mean, other people in Sweden were able to get cans of it, but of our group, I think I'm the only one that ended up with it. And this is what you would call almost like a fruit smoothie sour kind of beer. It is really thick. Does it have... I don't know if you can look it up on Untappd and see what the flavors are supposed to be. But
I almost have it.
But they don't have it on the can.
Blood Crypt.
I'm going to guess strawberry? Chocolate?
Let's see. Raspberry, plum, and beetroot juice.
Ah, that's what it is.
And sea salt. And vanilla.
Okay. We have really gone hard on the raspberry beers this calendar. For some odd reason.
So, in Sweden, there's always the Christmas present of the year. This year, it's board games.
Oh, okay.
So, the beer flavor of the year is probably raspberry.
Raspberry. At least for our calendar, it is. Because we've had no less than 3 beers that featured raspberry. Quite prominently. And this one smells like beetroot.
It smells so much like dirt.
Yeah, this has a strong beetroot smell. That's why I was guessing strawberry and chocolate, because the two of those kind of have that smell. And then as you said beetroot, I'm like, yep, that's what it is.
That's beetroot. It looks kind of like swamp water.
Yeah, it looks like if you know what those really thick fruit sours are that are just almost like a smoothie. Because it's almost kind of that level, but not quite. But yeah, this is total beetroot.
Beetroot.
Again, not one of my favorite flavors of beer. I like it.
The taste is definitely better than the aroma.
It doesn't have an overwhelmingly beet flavor. I think it's more of you get it in the nose and you definitely get in the color. But here, I think it mutes the raspberry enough to where it becomes a much more, almost like a light kind of raspberry candy, chocolatey kind of raspberry candy flavor.
But it is a bit of a mess. It goes in many different directions at once.
It does. But I don't think it goes in any place I don't like.
What I actually really enjoy the initial flavor, but the aftertaste, something's off there, and I think it's beetroot poking its head too much, which is going to prevent it from getting the higher ratings. It's not bad. I totally agree with you. Mm-hmm. And I'm definitely happy that you managed to snag a can where I might have tried.
Yeah, for me, this has kind of they have a candy in the U.S. called Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah.
Which are a whey-based chocolate style candy. And then if you've ever seen the commercial with the little boy asking the owl how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. And then owl takes 3 licks and bites into it and says 3.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes, for me, it tastes like that kind of flavor of this sugary candy outside, and then this chocolate whey kind of middle flavor. And I think that's where the beet plays in with the raspberry, and I think it gives me this weird kind of strawberry chocolate kind of flavor.
Yep.
So
I can give you some info.
Yes.
I did order this.
Okay.
And then I got the fated text message from Systembolaget. Sudden Death Mystic, that's what they call it, is temporarily out. Well, I ordered it 10:00, so fuck you. But that's a classic.
That is very...
They're very good at canceling.
Yeah, almost everything that isn't part of the regular Friday release, there's always a slim chance it's not going to get released.
Right. If you ever want to launder money that isn't cash, then just try to buy these from Systembolaget, because they will swish you back money.
True.
So that'll solve your money laundering problems.
Well, I think I like this one better than you did. So what are you going to rate it?
3.75.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a solid 4. It's a little on the 4+ side, I think, for me, which is surprising considering how much I hate beets in beer. But I find this extremely drinkable and quite enjoyable.
It works.
Yeah,
it definitely works.
Yeah, it does.
But that aroma is...
Yeah, it's a problem with beets. Is no matter what you do, it always smells like dirt. And this one definitely smells like dirt.
I feel like you would only include beets as a brewer if you run out of other ingredients.
Man, you would think so. And there was a couple of years there where brewers were really throwing in beets in a lot of beers. And I was just like, I cannot wait for this trend to end. This was something nobody asked for that just for some reason will not die. Because I know like Too Old did like a bunch of beers, and McKellar, there were various Swedish breweries did it, and it was not a trend I was happy about. Okay, well, that's this episode. That was day 23. One more day.
Tomorrow, Christmas Eve.
I know. I'm so excited because it's the big one.
Yeah.
The one we've been waiting for all this time, so I hope it doesn't disappoint. I'll be so sad if it does.
Yeah.
Like getting a stocking full of coal.
Yeah.
Which I never quite understood, because back in the day, if you got a stocking full of coal, that probably meant you kept your hovel quite warm through the winter.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it wasn't fun to play with, but at least you didn't die from freezing.
Exactly. It's fun that you hype the next beer, that it has to be good, because we've figured out that the last beer in our sack of beers is mine.
Yes.
I brought it.
All right, so no pressure.
No pressure. It has to be the best beer of the entire calendar.
There's no other way for it to be.
Otherwise, the entire calendar is a complete bust.
We'll just delete all the episodes. All right, so till next time.
Keep drinking, you dum-dums.